Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys my very quick and easy wash and go routine. So I just got out of the shower and as you can see, my hair has no product in it. The first thing that I do when I get out of the shower is put some sort of oil to try to like trap in as much moisture as possible. I'm currently using the Moroccan oil. I got a sample a long time ago, so I'm just trying to finish it off. It really doesn't matter what oil you use. It kind of more so depends on your hair. If your hair prefers a lighter oil, just go with that. If it prefers a heavier oil, go with that. All I do is rub the oil between my hands and go over my hair as a whole. There's really no specific method to this. Sometimes I'll split my hair into half and then just put a little bit more oil, not too much, and then go into like the back middle section, if that makes sense, like the part of your hair that's usually covered by the rest, and just bring it down to your ends and then repeat it on the other side. Okay, now into the main part. For my wash and goes, you can really see my hair starting to get a bit bigger. For my wash and goes, I use technically 4 products, I guess, if you include the oil. Products that I use for my wash and go are a leave-in conditioner first to kind of detangle the hair. Then I go in with a thicker cream to seal in that moisture once again. And then for definition, I'll use like a light gel. So for my leave-ins, I go in between these 2 leave-ins. The first one is the tgin Rose Water Soothing Leave-In Conditioner. This one is really good. I love the way it smells. It's very light on your hair. So if you're going for a heavier leave-in, I wouldn't recommend this one, but if you want something a bit more lightweight, this is my go-to. I love this leave-in conditioner and it smells amazing, like I said before. And then the other leave-in that I use is the Mielle, or Mielle, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. The Mielle leave-in conditioner in pomegranate and honey. This conditioner or leave-in conditioner is really good. I know that there is a bit of controversy behind the brand. I've had this for a really long time. I like it. My hair likes it a lot. But like I said, you could use any leave-in conditioner, whichever works for your hair personally. I know everyone's hair is different. My hair doesn't really like a lot of leave-in conditioners, but my hair works really well with these 2 specifically so far. So I'm going to section off my hair. If you have longer hair, you can do more sections. My hair is kind of short, so I do big sections. So I split this in half, and then I'm going to, you can use a comb if you want. I'm not too finicky about it. I'm just gonna section it, and when I do my wash and goes, I try to do it in larger sections because I don't want the hair to look too defined. I still want it to look like wash and go. So I'm gonna go with my leave-in conditioner, go like this much, and just put it through the hair, and you can finger detangle at first. Then I go in with my heavier product, which is like a creamy product. I use the tgin, the tgin Buttercream Daily Moisturizer. This is my favorite thick cream. My hair absolutely loves this. I love it. It smells amazing. It works really well and it leaves my hair moisturized until my next wash and go, or my next wash day. This is my absolute favorite. I buy it at like 5 at a time because I'm always scared that they'll stop making it or something like that. It could be my paranoia. I go in with like this amount, pretty much the same amount as I put in the leave-in, and just run it through my hair, finger detangle. And at this point is when I'll go in with a Denman brush for a bit more definition. I start at the bottoms, and it helps I find that when I don't use the Denman brush, the product isn't distributed as evenly, whereas when I use the Denman brush, it makes sure the product is like evenly distributed throughout the hair. As you can see, so my hair, it's really soft, really moisturized, but there's no definition. I want a bit of definition. So this is my most favorite product in my entire collection of products. The Camille Rose Curl Maker. I don't know what's in this, but my hair loves it. It acts kind of like a gel, but I don't even know if you would call it a gel. It's called like a jelly, but this stuff makes my hair look so good. Like so good. And it leaves my hair feeling really soft, and it doesn't get sticky or crunchy after it dries. It just, I don't know what's in this stuff. It makes your hair so defined without getting that crunchy feeling or that sticky feeling that some jellies or gels leave behind. As well as I find that it doesn't dry out my hair, which is a big problem with a lot of gels. They have a lot of alcohol in them and it just dries out my hair. So I just rake this into my hair, as you can see. I'll get a little bit closer. So I just rake it through my hair. You can see my hair is already more defined. And from here you just like add more as you want. The more you add, the more defined it will be. Don't add too much though, because then you'll just get product overload. But just look at it, feel it, see how you want. And if you wanted, you could do like finger coils. I don't really like the look of finger coils all throughout my hair, so I just rake it in. You can see it's defined. It's not completely defined, but I'm not going for that really defined look, just a kind of defined look. And if you want more definition, like I said, you could finger coil the strands, and you could even go back in with the Denman brush and rake it through, and it will give you really defined curls. If that's what you're looking for. I personally am not going for that look, so I won't do that today. But yeah, this is what I go for. Okay, so the ends are about as defined as I go for, but the roots are a little bit puffy, and if I've noticed, if I want my wash and goes to last for a week plus, I have to apply a bit more of the jelly to my roots. That way it lasts a bit longer, so I'm gonna go and do that really quick. Okay, so we did that. Now we're gonna move on to the next section. I think today I'm just gonna do 3 parts on each side. I don't really want to do 4. And with this, we're just gonna repeat what we did to the bottom section onto the top. And now we're going to the left section. Okay, so you could leave it like this if you want. I personally like to finger coil just the perimeter of the front of my hair for a bit more definition. So I pull it back a little bit, and then I'll just grab some face framing pieces and twist the root and then kind of like twist the rest like that. So I will just go around and do the rest. So I just twisted just the front pieces, and then from there, if I want to be a little extra, I'll do some finger curls on the top and around the back. So maybe like this piece, and I'll do them kind of big on top, that way once it's dry I'll just separate it. Okay, so now that one side is done, I'll go and check the ends of my hair, and if it seems like they're too sparse, I'll just like go like this. As you can see, I'll grab them and kind of just do that, and it'll bring them together to make a big clump, and I find that this gives me a bit of a more polished look at the end when it's dry, and then I fluff it out a bit. So I'm gonna go through my ends and just do that same thing. Just clumping up the curls. Okay, so we have one half done. And now it's just to do the other half, and while we're doing the other half, this half is going to start drying. It won't dry completely depending on your hair's porosity. You'll know, like, I mean, you're familiar with how long it takes for your hair to dry. Everyone's hair dries differently at different rates. My hair tends to take a really long time to dry. I've noticed since I've dyed it, it actually takes a little bit less time to dry, which has been a pro. So yeah, I'm going to do the other side, the same exact thing that I did to this side, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Also, before I start this side, if you notice that your hair is a bit dry, don't be afraid to go in and spray some water on it. It will give you better results, and it will save you from using more product to try to re-moisturize your hair or reintroduce moisture into your hair. Just re-spray it with water, because remember that when we started this side was really wet. So by the time we've gotten to this side, it's already dried up a bit, and it will affect your results. So re-wet your hair, or just spray it with some more water. Okay, as you can see, it's a bit darker. It's a lot more wet. I go crazy with the water because I've made the mistake in the past of working on my hair when it's dried, and I've used way too much product, and it just doesn't like absorb the same, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start the process again.
It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go again, but you ain't picking your phone up. Why you messing my head up? Any night, any day, let me take you away. All I need is just saying yeah, 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 yeah. Better nights, better days, when you're here with me, babe. Cause you're all that I crave, so I wonder, where are you? Where are you? Don't hide away from me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed, and I have to know, say, where are you? Don't be so hard to reach, just pick up your...
Okay, so my camera overheated, so I'm gonna make this really quick. I finished doing the other side, the same thing that I did to this side. I just finger coiled some of the perimeter pieces and the pieces along the top. So that's what it's going to look like for now. It's just to wait for it to dry. I find that I get the best results when I let it naturally air dry, so I tend to do this style early in the morning. That way by the time it's time to go to sleep, it's completely dry, if not 95% dry. I wouldn't recommend using a diffuser or a blow dryer or anything like that in this process, because you're going to lose a lot of definition and you're going to get a lot of frizz and your hair is just going to become more stiff. Or at least that's what happens with me. If you have different results and your hair like reacts well with diffusing or blow drying while wet, go ahead and do that. But for me, I personally like to take a break from the heat during this process and just let it air dry. So I'll see you guys when the hair is dry. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It's the next morning. As you can see, this is the aftermath of me sleeping. Whenever I go to sleep with the wash and go, I usually do this to kind of stretch out the curls, but I haven't touched it since you guys last saw me. I just shake it out a bit. So right now it's a bit stiff because I slept on it, and it's fully dry now. So what I like to do once my hair is completely dry, if you didn't sleep on your hair, you could do this as it's dry. I'm just doing it the next day because it took my hair so long to dry. So you're gonna go back in with your oil of choice. I'm going to use the Moroccan oil once again. Put a really small amount into your hand, and this is kind of just to loosen up the curls and the product. Just rub, and I just go like this. I do prayer hands, so just going through the hair. I'm just loosening up the cast from the products. So after that, it's pretty much as you feel, or like up to personal choice, personal preference. You could fluff out your hair, you could separate the curls a bit more. I'm going to wear a hat today because it's raining outside, so I don't want to fluff my hair out today just for it to like frizz up. So this is pretty much how I'm going to rock it for today. If anything, tomorrow I'll go in and fluff it out. But like I said in my one of my previous videos, if you want a bit more length because of shrinkage, you could always go in with a blow dryer and pull your roots taut like that. If you can see, pull your roots and then blow dry just the roots, and then you'll achieve you'll achieve a longer look or a longer length. By stretching out your roots, you're able to achieve more length without losing the integrity of the wash and go. So it still will look like a wash and go, just a bit longer and a bit more shaped. And like I said, just go in with your pick of choice or a wide tooth comb if you don't have a pick, and just fluff it out at the roots. Go in and pull and fluff. So like I said, I'm wearing a hat today, so I won't be fluffing, pulling, or stretching. So yeah, this hairstyle lasts me for a week to 2 weeks depending on the weather. If it's really humid and rainy, it'll last a bit it won't last as long, but if it's like sunny, it'll last me a really long time. If you feel like your hair is getting dry throughout the week or two that you decide to keep the hairstyle, you could always go back in with some oil and do the same prayer hand motions and pull out the hair just to add in some moisture or seal in some moisture. Or you could always go in with the leave-in conditioner, and be very careful if you do decide to go back in with the leave-in conditioner or cream, because if you put too much product, you risk the chance of losing definition and creating more frizz and more shrinkage. So just go in with like a little bit at a time. And you could always like use a spray bottle to like spray your roots. I do that sometimes if my scalp starts to get dry. And then just go in with a little bit of oil on your fingertips and massage your scalp until your next wash and go, or until your next wash day, and you'll be good to go. So like I was saying before, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.